Welcome to your root chakra, Muladhara chakra, yoga snow flow. Let us begin with a sankalpa or heartfelt intention, such as I love and respect my body and this earth. Begin in mountain pose. Let your palms open, toes spread. Feel grounding through your feet. Inhale, arms rise to sky, stating your sankalpa, such as I trust my intuition and live in harmony with nature. I am grateful for my family, friends, community, and the divine universal energy of love. And step to one end of your mat, finding Tadasana. Inhale, arms rise, Urdhva Hastasana, and then sitting down into a chair, Utkatasana. And just warming up here, little pulses up and down, engage the core. Feel the strength of your lower body as you pulse up and down a few inches. Inhale, arms rise to sky. Open your arms just to shoulder level and rotate like you're flying in the sky, like a cardinal in the snow. Rotating right, rotating left. Inhale, lift arms to sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, release your neck and head. Maybe take a little sway side to side. Catch your breath as you walk out to a plank. Fingers spread wide, shoulder blades widen, lift hips high to sky. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then lower your knees to the floor, shoulder blades widen, round your back, head and tailbone curl towards each other, and then lengthen your spine into extension. Feel that connectivity from head to tailbone as you round into flexion and lengthen into extension. Chakra Vakasana, cat-cow.
And as we continue into opposite limb balance, warming up, extending opposite arm and leg back, listen into your body through this practice and modify however best fits you today. Inhaling, opposite arm and leg, reach out. Exhale, elbow and knee hug towards center line, rounding your back towards the sky. Other side. Then return your limbs to the ground, moving into gate pose, Parigasana. Left leg outstretches, left body half opens towards sky. Exhale to come up to vertical. Drop your left hand to shin. Sweep your right arm up and over, laterally flexing the spine. Right hand stacks under shoulders. Stack pelvis and lift and lower your left leg to strengthen the glute medius. Pause, bend your left knee, kick your heel to sit bone, reach back for the top of your foot. Press foot to hand, crown of head reaches towards sole of foot. And exhale to release. Close the left body half back towards the ground, bend your knee in, and rest back to child's pose for a few breaths. When you are ready, other side, right leg out stretches. Place your foot to the ground, open the right body half towards the sky. Gate pose, exhale, come on up to vertical. Right hand drops to right shin. Laterally flex spine, breathe into your left side. And then stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Float your right leg up and down, strengthening the outer hip. Pause, bend the right knee, kick your right heel to sit bone, reach back for the top of your foot with right hand. Crown of head and sole of foot reach towards one another. Exhale to release. Circle your arm and leg back to the ground to quadruped and rest back to child's pose, Balasana. Listening into your body and choosing in each moment the modification or progression that feels right for you. When you are ready, come on up to quadruped, curl toes under, lift hips high to sky. And then press through your feet forward to plank, elbows bend, lower softly to the ground. Reach your arms overhead and float up, eyes, head, neck, and breastbone. Sweep your arms back towards feet, maybe thighs float off the ground. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Exhale, lower your chest and float up opposite arm and leg with inhales, Ardha Shalabhasana. Lift both arms again, both legs sweep up away from the ground. And exhale, place hands along ribs, push the ground away, reaching back to child's pose. And then a breath in, extended puppy pose. Hips stack over knees, heart and head reach forward. Press on up to all fours, lift hips high, downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps to sky, bend your right knee. Exhale, knee to nose, and step your foot between your hands. Lower the left knee to the ground. Inhale, arms sweep to sky, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Take a breath in, and then exhale, lower your arms and your chest. Float your left knee up. Pivot your left heel down to the ground. Open your left body half to sky, Parshvottanasana. Left arm can sweep up along ear. And then exhale up to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, left hand to left shin, right arm sweeps up and back. Straighten the right leg, crease at right hip, and lower your right hand down to the ground or to a block. Lengthen through both sides of your waist. Left hand can rest at sacrum as you spiral your right lung open towards the sky. Left hand can sweep along left ear. Breathe into triangle. Catch your inhale back up through Warrior 2. And then circle your arms down along right foot. And lower the left knee to the ground once more. Low lunge, arms and heart sweep to sky. Exhale. Left knee floats, right leg floats back, downward facing dog. Press through plank and lower softly to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog.
And exhale, push the ground away, curl toes under, and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. For the other side, here we go. Inhale, left leg floats. Bend your left knee. Exhale, circle knee to nose. Step your left foot up and between hands. Right knee drops to the ground. Low lunge. Inhale, heart and arms float to sky. And then exhale. Sweep your arms back down to the floor. Lift the right thigh. Spiral your right heel down to the ground. The block can rest on the outside edge of left foot if you're using a block. Open right hip, right lung, right arm. Right arm can sweep along right ear. Lengthening. And exhale on up to your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Left knee and ankle stack. Reverse warrior, right hand to shin, left arm sweeps up and back. Breathe to your left lung. Exhale, back up through Warrior 2. Straighten that left leg, crease at left hip. Place your left hand down to the floor or the block. Right hand can sweep back to your sacrum as right lung spirals open to sky. Right arm can reach to sky or along your ear. Breathe into the sides of your lungs. Catch your next exhale to come back up through Virabhadrasana 2. Circle your arms down along left foot. Drop your right knee to the ground. Inhale, heart lifts to sky, arms to sky. Exhale through heart center. Lift that right knee. Step your left foot back. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale to downward facing dog. And walk your feet up to meet your hands. Place that block between inner thighs at the medium or the narrow width, sitting back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, press your hips up to standing, driving through the glutes, extending through front of hips. Inhale back to chair pose. Exhale, press up to stand as arms sweep back. Breathing into that squatting. And then hold the chair pose. Take a pulse up and down just a few inches, grounding through the feet, feeling the strength of your lower body. Inhale, arms sweep to sky, fold forward to Uttanasana, and then walk your feet back to a plank pose. Squeezing that block, step your right hand to the center of the mat. Open your left shoulder and left hip to sky, stacking shoulders and hips, squeezing into that block. Then circle back to plank. Open your right body half, right hip, right arm, float to sky, legs stack. And circle your arm around and back to the ground. Bend your elbows lower to the mat. Press into the floor. Inhale, peel up head, neck, breastbone, thighs lift from the floor. And then exhale, press on back. Let your hips reach back towards your heels. Moving into Ustrasana, or camel pose. Hands frame around your heels. Lift your heart to the sky for a breath. Exhaling and inhaling. And then curl your tailbone towards your navel. Press your hips forward, extending through front of hips. Breastbone and heart lift to sky. Crown of head towards your heels. Camel pose. Chin to chest. And sit your hips back to heels, press forward to quadruped and moving through cat-cow again. Flexing and extending your spine, feeling the connectivity from head to tailbone. And curl toes under, lift your knees, send your hips up and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk hands back to Uttanasana. Half forward fold, and then sit your hips back to Utkatasana. Arms lift to sky and circle your arms down. You can place the yoga block to one side of the mat and come into a wide-legged stance. And then pivot your right toes, right leg externally back to a warrior two stance as we transition to half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Place that block under your right shoulder. Stack your hips, lift the left leg up parallel to the floor. Feel the left pelvic half spiraling open to sky as left lung opens to sky. Shoulders and hips stack. Imagine the light of the moon in your belly and that light radiating out to all of your limbs. Optional here to bend that left knee, reach back, grab hold of the top of foot, kick your foot into the hand, extending through hip flexors, stretching quadriceps, crown of head and sole of foot reach towards each other. Release, rotate your hips and shoulders back to the floor. Place that left foot down and low lunge. Inhale, arms rise to sky. Exhale, fold forward, scoop up your left knee, and then straighten the right leg, moving into revolved triangle, Parvrita Trikonasana. That block can rest at the outer or inner edge of right foot. Pelvis square to the floor. Rotate your thoracic spine to the right. Right arm might open to sky or rest at sacrum. Feel the flesh of inner thighs draw towards center line. Untwist. Step your right foot back, plank. And then lower softly to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet again up to meet your hands. Here we go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full forward fold, Uttanasana. Releasing neck, releasing head. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. And exhale through heart center. And then step your right foot back, wide-legged stance. Pivot that left knee over your ankle, externally rotating left femur bone. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Step that left block about a foot in front of your left leg. Stack your shoulders, rotate the right pelvic half open towards sky. Right lung and right arm open to sky. To half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Optional here to bend the right knee, reach the right arm back, grab hold of the top of foot, press the foot and hand into one another as crown of head reaches towards the sole of foot. Breathe into your balance. Exhale to release. Step that right foot way back into a lunge. You can lower the right knee down to the ground for a low lunge. Inhale, heart lifts to sky. Exhale through heart center, floating back to plank. And then to downward facing dog. Forward to plank, lower to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, pressing back to child's pose. When you're ready, lift hips up and back. Left leg floats to sky. Exhale, knee to nose. And then straighten that left leg for revolve triangle, other side. Block to the inside or outside edge of your foot. Pelvis square to the floor, rotate through your thoracic spine. Left lung and left arm open towards sky as flesh of inner thighs draw in towards center line. Exhale, untwist your spine, hips square to the ground, bend that left knee. And step your foot back, downward facing dog. Tailbone lifts to sky. Bring your knees down to the ground. And stack your knees and hips. Reach your hands and heart forward. Look forward. Extended puppy pose for a breath. Uttana Shishosana. And then when you're ready, come back up to all fours. Maybe moving through cat-cow again. And then find a comfortable seat. Your hips can rest back onto heels, toes curled under or tops of feet on the ground. Bharadvajasana variation, torso stretches to sky and rotate to your left. Right hand to outer left knee. Arms lift to sky, rotate right, left hand to outer right knee. Inhale, arms to sky. Come forward to quadruped, toes curled under, hips lift high, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to meet your feet, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms sweep up to Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing arms. And then sweep your right arm to sky, left knee bends. Reach back, grab hold of the top of your foot with left hand. Press your top of foot and hand into one another as your heart lifts to sky, lengthening from the crown of your head to your left knee, Natarajasana. Exhale, knee to chest, stretching your low back. Parvrita Hasta Padangustasana, or dancing Shiva pose, revolved hand to foot. Reach the right hand to outer edge of foot and rotate your left lung and left arm to your left. Take a breath, stretching through the hamstrings. Exhale to release the left leg back. Reach your arms back. Pivot on the head of your right femur bone. Pelvis square to the floor. Warrior 3. Optional, reach your arms out along ears for more challenge. Exhale, returning to A standing stance, reach arms to sky, externally rotate thighs and drop your pelvis towards the earth, right between heels to Malasana or yogic squat, also known as garland pose. Press through your feet, lifting back up to standing, and other side. Left arm sweeps forward, right knee bends, reach back, grab hold of the top of your right foot, press your foot into your hand, lengthen crown of head to sky as knee sweeps back. Natarajasana. Exhale, right knee in towards chest, stretch your low back. Then extend your right leg out straight, stretching the hamstrings, balancing on your left standing leg. Rotate right ribs and right lung to the right. Right arm reaches back. Dancing Shiva pose. Exhale and sweep your right leg back. Pivot your pelvis on top of the head of left femur bone. Reach your arms along ears. Virabhadrasana 3. And exhale, feet wide. Externally rotate both thighs. Bend your knees in line with middle toes into Utkatta Konasana, goddess squat. Strengthening the pelvic core, your lower body, your quadriceps, your hamstrings, maybe pulsing here, up and down a few inches. Inhale, arms float to sky. And exhale right through heart center. Turn your thighs parallel, feet parallel. Lift arms to sky. Let your hands rest at your low back. Open the chest, elbows hug towards center line, then fold forward. Crown of head to a block or to the ground. Press through the outer edges of your feet. Wide-legged forward folds. Prajarita Padottanasana, opening the hips. Now we're moving into a variation of side lunge or skandasana, bending your right knee over right ankle, and then bending your left knee over left ankle, lunging to your left. And you can add in the side stretch. As you bend right knee over right ankle, walk your hands to the left. So you're stretching left inner thigh and your right side waist. Then bend left knee over left ankle, walk your hands to the right. So stretching inner right thigh and left side. You can wrap your hands around to the outer edges of your feet or ankles or sweep arms overhead, whatever feels best for you in this moment. Place your hands at the back of pelvis, hinge up to standing, inhale arms to sky, and then bring feet a little bit closer, externally rotate your thighs, bend the right knee over ankle, sitting down to a lower lunge if that is available to you, and then press to your right side, low lunge over to your left side, a deeper variation of that skandasana, the side lunge. Bend your knees, hinge up to standing, walk your feet together, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel the connection with the earth, grounding through feet. Inhale, arms reach up to Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale to your heart. Shift your weight to your right standing leg, cross your left ankle on top of right thigh, sit your hips back, into a standing, squatting pigeon pose, working on balance as you stretch your hips. Press through the right standing leg, come to standing. Other side, shift your weight to your left. Right ankle crosses over left thigh. Sit your hips back into that chair. Tada Kapotasana, standing, squatting pigeon pose. Press through your left standing leg to come back up to standing. Uncross that right thigh. Inhale, arms float to sky. Step to one end of the mat. Fold forward. Inhaling and exhaling. And walk your hands forward to downward facing dog.
Inhale, right leg sweeps to sky.
And exhale, your knee to your nose. Step your right ankle behind your left wrist. You can slide that yoga block underneath your right pelvic half. Moving into one-legged king pigeon pose. Really lift up your lower abdomen. Reach back, bend that left knee, grab hold of the top of left foot as your right arm lifts to sky. Square your left hip and left ribs towards the top of mat. And you can place the toes into the crook of your left elbow. Reach the right arm back, maybe interlacing your fingers. And gently release your leg, lift your hips up, take that yoga block out from under the right hip, and then fold forward into pigeon pose, Kapotasana. And breathe to your low back, releasing the low back. Deep breaths. Before we transition to that one-legged king pigeon pose, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. On the other side, inhale, and let's sweep that left leg up to the sky, bend your knee, exhale, knee to nose, step your left ankle behind your right wrist. We'll slide the yoga block underneath your left hip, pelvis square to the top of mat, zip up lower abdominals, and square the right hip forward. Then bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of the top of your foot, squaring the right ribs and right hip towards the front of the mat. Inhale, left arm lifts to sky, and maybe reach back, interlace fingers, your foot, toes rest at the crook of your right elbow. Exhale when you're ready, gently, mindfully release, remove the yoga block, and slowly lower your torso down. Take some deep breaths to your hips and to your low back. And when you are ready, slowly walk your hands in, curl the right toes under, lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. And we'll just try a few handstand pops here. So bend your right knee, push the ground away, float your left leg up to the sky as you shift your weight over your shoulders. Scoop up the abdominals, bend your left knee, press the ground away, popping your hips up towards the sky to that Adha Mukha Vrikshasana handstand pose prep. You can try it again on the first side, bending the right knee, pushing the ground away, shifting your pelvis up over your shoulder girdle. Other side, bend the left knee, push the ground away, popping your hips up to the sky, shifting your weight into your hands as you spread fingers wide. And then we meet in downward facing dog for a breath. And lower your knees to the ground. Find a comfortable seated pose, a comfortable cross-legged position, Sukhasana. You can place your hands onto your knees and just circle your rib cage around your pelvis. Exhale and reverse the direction of those circles. Inhale and circle the shoulders up, back, and down. Lift arms to sky. Twist to your left. Then circle left arm up and over to the right knee, chin to chest, round your back. Roll up through spine, elbows stack, wrap your forearms and palms. Arms open wide, and again, circle arms up to sky, twist to your right. Wrap your right arm up and over to your left knee, chin to chest, rounding back, elbows stack, forearms wrap, palms wrap. Inhale, arms widen. And then just stretch your neck. Left ear lightly drops to left shoulder for a breath or two. And then right ear drops to right shoulder. Back to center. Lift arms to sky and let's seal the practice with an Om. Om. Bowing chin to chest, come back to your sankalpa, or that heartfelt intention you set for your practice. And then let's transition down to the earth, down to the floor, to the ground, rolling onto your back. Let your spine and limbs settle. Then hug your right knee into chest and cross your leg over the midline of your body. You can gaze in the opposite direction of your right knee, so over to the right. Another side, extend the right leg out, bend left knee in, cross your left leg over the midline of your body as you gaze to the left. Exhale, extend both legs long, let your thighs and feet rest open, your palms rest open. And feel your whole body supported by the earth. Yield into the ground. Feel the support of the ground below you. And notice the support of your breath. Invite your belly to rise with inhales and fall with exhales. Visualize the blue sky above you. Any thoughts that arise like clouds floating past. Let your breath fill into all of your cells, like light illuminating your whole body. Begin to deepen your breath. When you are ready, lightly move your fingers and toes as we transition out of Shavasana. Feel that breath fill into your belly. When you're ready, you can walk in your feet, hugging your knees in towards your chest. Slowly roll to one side, yield into the ground, and then press into the ground to peel up to a comfortable seated position. And arms rise to sky. Thank you for choosing to practice with me today. Wishing you a beautiful day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Namaste.